Sabi ng kanyang tatay na si Norberto Titing Manalili, basketball talaga ang hilig. Sabi ng kanyang nanay na si Bernadette, hindi nila mahanap si Titing. Yun pala, nasa basketball court, naglalaro hanggang 7 p.m. ayaw umuwi.
And I'm sure they're very proud of Titing Manalili right now with the way he's playing. Talagang matutuwa ka if you're a supporter of Titing Manalili.
From the Queen City of the South to the Mecca of Philippine sports, Titing Manalili and the Letran Knights are hoping to extend this to a deciding Game 3.
And so far, they're doing a great job. They're doing it on both ends of the floor. Talagang maganda yung execution ng San Beda, but Letran is doing everything they can to slow that down.
Gonzalez, first basket of the game.
And that's the way to start for Nigel Gonzalez. We've been talking about this matchup and how he struggled during that first half. But that's a great attack by Nigel Gonzalez. And what a way for him to come alive.
39 all, our third deadlock here in this game. Santos, oh, what a move by Kevin Santos.
And Kevin Santos, again, starting the quarter very aggressive, and that's what Letran needs from him.
Kevin Santos has one more year of eligibility here in the NCAA. Gonzalez, binigay kay Sahonia. Sahonia swings it to Andrada for three. Yukian Andrada!
And I don't know why Yukian Andrada was wide open in that corner. 8 years na dito si Yukian Andrada sa NCAA. Diyan nabuhay si Yukian Andrada sa corner three-pointer na yan.
San Beda has the lead. Estrada susubok mula sa labas. Misfires. Omega offensive rebound. Santos. Estrada throws the ball back out to Manalili. Sahonia giving him space. Manalili on the pull-up. And perhaps something that they will allow Titing Manalili to do. Pull up. Andrada in and out. But you can see Yukian is looking for those shots from the corner now. Let's find out what Coach Yuri Escuela told his players at the dugout. Eto si Christine San Agustin.
Thank you so much, Anton. Upon coming into the San Beda dugout, instead of the usual Coach Yuri opening up the halftime huddle, it was graduating team captain Yukian Andrada who addressed his team first by saying, think about all the sacrifice we made to be here. Do you want to put all that to waste? He also said to the team that all of the people that they made the sacrifice for are watching here today, their families, their communities, and now is a perfect time to show them that it has been worth it. All along with this, Coach Yuri was also quick to remind the team that they have to be more aggressive, more physical, and be more faster with their plays in order to keep up with the Knights. All for now, Anton and Renzo.
That report by Christine San Agustin was brought to you by McDonald's. Love Koto. You saw Coach Yuri Escueta. This is his 4th season as the head coach of the Red Lions. A former San Beda Red Cup and champion as well. Played for the late great Ato Badolato. Roque has the ball. Roque contra Puno. Roque to Santos. Santos short. Puno with the rebound.
A broken play there. That was a great attack by Roque, making the defender commit. Kaya nagkaroon ng slight opening itong si Kevin Santos. Hindi nga lang natapos yung kanyang layup.
San Beda with a 1-point lead. Gonzalez contra Estrada. Gonzalez driving baseline, throws it out to Andrada. Andrada to Sahonia. Sahonia free for three. Big baller, Bryant. 18 points for Sahonia. That's a game high.
And San Beda is really scary when they're connecting from the outside. And this is the Nigel Gonzalez that we know. He's the one calling the plays, making things happen for San Beda, locating Ryan Sahonia and Yukian Andrada for those three-pointers.
The volume pumapasok sa mga headsets natin. It is so loud inside the Araneta Coliseum. And this Centrum Advanced moment of the quarter brought to you by Multivitamins Plus Minerals Centrum Advanced, complete from A to Z. Alaga D. magkukulang. Letran down by 4 with 6 minutes and 42 remaining in the third. Nagpapatuloy ang ating live coverage ng Game 2 ng NCAA Season 101 Finals. Ngayon naman, alamin natin kung ano ang pinag-usapan ng Letran at the half. Let's go to Flo Del Agua.
Anton and Renzo coming into the finals. Coach Alan Ricardo had a specific instruction to the Letran Knights, and that is to stop Nigel Gonzalez and Brian Sahonia. Now, at the half, Coach Allen already recognized that they were able to stop Gonzalez, but unfortunately, Sahonia is still the leading scorer of their opponents. Kaya challenge ni Coach Allen ang kanyang players. Sabi niya, huwag nating hayaan na patawa-tawa lang yung mga players at coaches ng San Beda at bigyan natin sila ng pressure. At bago sila lumabas sa kanilang dugout, Coach Allen left a powerful dialogue to his players. And that is, if we want to move forward here in the NCAA, then this is the last 20 minutes of our lives. Back to you guys.
That report was brought to you by Yakult. Para may tulong proteksyon, Yakult. With 8B LCS in every bottle that may reach the intestines alive. LCS helps balance good and bad bacteria to improve digestion and boost immunity. Kaya drink Yakult every day. Panalo ka dyan. Yukian Andrada with another big-time triple. And Nigel Gonzalez goes straight to the basket. Plus the foul.
Back-to-back big plays for the SUV of point guards. First that assist to Yukian Andrada and this layup from Nigel Gonzalez.
A Centrum Advance moment of the quarter brought to you by Multivitamins Plus Mineral Centrum Advance. Complete from A to Z. Alagang di magkukulang. Parang Umeses Johnson. Navigating his way straight to the basket. That build. Nigel Gonzalez completes the three-point play.
And this is the reason why Nigel Gonzalez is in that conversation. Hindi kasing taas ng numbers ni Titing Manalili na po produce niya, but he knows when to attack and look for his teammates and when to score. That's what's impressive from Nigel Gonzalez.
Roque. Letran needs a basket. Sahonia with another rebound. And look at that. Eyeball to eyeball with Kevin Santos. Andrada for three. Short. Oh, the emotions starting to boil over. Manalili will head back to the free throw line. Yakult Instant Replay. Para may tulong proteksyon, Yakult with 8B LCS in every bottle that may reach the intestines alive. LCS helps balance good and bad bacteria to improve digestion and boost immunity. Kaya drink Yakult every day. Panalo ka dyan. At mukhang nanalo din sa staring contest. Ito si Brian Sahonia.
Brian Sahonia getting that rebound against Kevin Santos, a much bigger guy. That's why he had every right to look him in the eye and let him know that he got that rebound against him.
6 flat versus 6'6" Sahonia. Playing big as Manalili sinks the free throw. And Bismarck Dina returns for Joe Celso. Now, Letran going 94 feet, full court. Sahonia, binigay dito kay Gonzalez. Gonzalez to Andrada, back to Nigel. Roque nakatao sa kanya. Nigel swings it. Andrada free for three. Yukian Andrada.
Wow, Anton, wow. I know Yukin Andrada was the one who made that three-pointer, but it was Nigel Gonzalez who made the right read to make that shot possible.
Mananili, binigay dito kay Guahao. Guahao, offline. Andrada with a rebound. The Bedans are on their feet. A 9-point advantage here in the third. Sahonia. Roque with a steal. Roque steps on the brakes. Roque gives it to Buenzanida. Downhill, no go, but a foul call. A McCafe assist of the quarter. Gonzalez finds his captain, Yukian Andrada, for three. And remember, in Game 3 of the San Beda Mapua game in season 99, Andrada had a game-high 20 points in the series clincher. McDonald's, love ko to.
And this is what we were talking about Yukin Andrada. Talagang he's not forcing anything. He's just going to his spots, waiting for that ball to go to his hands, and he's just ready to make those kind of shots.
So, the three champions are on the floor. Andrada, Gonzalez, and Puno. Kasama sila sa season 99 champion team.
And I'm sure Coach Yuri knows that na kaya talaga sila yung pinapalaro ngayon eh. Alam na nila kung paano manalo dito sa level na to eh. So, talaga sila yung bibigyan mo ng maraming chance. And so far, they're really doing a great job here in the second half. Especially itong si Nigel Gonzalez. Really just doing the right plays for San Beda.
They've been here before. Andrada for three. And that's going to be 3 free throws for Yukian Andrada. Santos cannot believe it. Yukian Andrada, second season as the team captain, has come alive. 15 points in the game. This is a guy who has basketball in his blood. His kuya, Yukian Andrada, played in the NCAA for the San Sebastian Staglets before going to the Green Archers. And Yukian actually told me he almost followed his brother's footsteps later on when it was his time. Pero syempre, sinamahan niya yung kanyang mga batchmates, Ryan Amsali, Justin Sanchez, and Tony Inon, to stay with San Beda. Skechers Basketball fan performance. Skechers Basketball, comfort that performs. Ang idol nito, Tim Duncan. That's why he wears jersey number 21. Oh, missing on that last free throw.
And again, Anton, you've been mentioning na this is one guy for Letran that really has to come alive. Itong si Deo Quaha, of course, with Jimboy Estrada nursing that 3 fouls. I think siya talaga yung yung guy for Letran na kailangan magising para makahabol sila dito sa laro na to.
They desperately need him to come alive. Deo Quaha, Roque, fade away. Well, that's a pro move right there. Yun nga lang, masyadong malakas. But we see the skill set and the potential. Gonzalez. Andrada for three. Not that time. Manalili gets it to Quahao. Quahao to Roque. Roque on the drive. Wild shot. Estacio with a board.
And we can really see Deo Quahao second guessing there. He already has the ball and the wide open lane, but he decided not to take it.
Estacio for three. Penny! Estacio!
And what about this guy, Penny Estacio, coming into the game once again with that big three-pointer for San Beda.
Manalili loses the ball. It's San Beda basketball.
Wow, Anton. Wow.
Biggest lead of the game for San Beda. a 14, or rather 12-point cushion for San Beda, 58-46 with 2 minutes and 57 seconds remaining here in the third. Let's check out our McCafe play of the quarter, his second triple of the game. McDonald's, love ko to. You know, there is, I wouldn't say it's a joke, but pinag-uusapan nila na pinagpalit si Jacob Cortez kay Benny Estacio. Parang they switched places.
Oh, yeah. Because
Diba?
Benny Estacio was playing for the De La Salle Green Archers. And I think both teams really, talagang nakinabang dun sa pagpapalit na yun. Because, of course, Jacob Curtis is playing well right now. And as well as Benny Estacio. Talagang maganda ang contribution for San Beda in this game.
So, right now, thumbs up. Good trade.
Fair trade talaga.
Benny Estacio also wants to win a championship of his own for San Beda. Gonzalez, wow! Nigel Gonzalez! Binuhat!
What about the change of speed para dito kay Nigel Gonzalez? As soon as he saw that wide open lane, biglang bumulusok papunta dun sa basket.
Tapeño. Roque for three. Roque, third triple of the game. That's huge.
Badly needed for the Letran Knights. What a big shot by June Roque and the Letran Knights right now applying full court pressure para ma-slow down ang opensa ng San Beda.
Roque had a good line. Ang brusko ng Batangas, Nigel Gonzalez. Kitang-kita sa ating Yakult Instant Replay para may tulong proteksyon. Yakult with 8 BLCS in every bottle that may reach the intestines alive. LCS helps balance good and bad bacteria to improve digestion and boost immunity. Kaya drink Yakult every day. Panalo ka dyan. Eto na si Deo. Too strong. Tapeño under goal stab and he is fouled.
And we can really see Deo Quahao a little out of rhythm, no? Rushing into that three-pointer. So, I guess yung pag-struggle niya talaga during this playoff run, medyo naka-apekto na sa confidence niya.
And hopefully in this huddle, if you're a Letran fan, they remind Deo Quahao of what he is capable of. Dahil kung matalo sila, wala nang bukas. The season is over. Deo Quahao, one of the deadliest snipers in the NCAA, has been cold in the playoffs. Estacio gets it to Puno. Puno to Andrada. Andrada, free lane!
What a pass by Jomel Puno. Very athletic. Tumalon lang. Bumukas na yung driving lane para dito kay Yukian Andrada.
Tapeño. Blocked by Lina. Andrada with a block on Tapeño. The captain is everywhere.
And what about this run by San Beda? They're not only doing it on the offensive side, but also on the defensive end. Talagang na-cover nila lahat ng gustong i-run nitong Letran Knights.
Andrada in the post. Montecillo with a steal. Knights are running. Montecillo misses. Wensalida. Short. Wow. Will this be it? Ayan na!
Big three-pointer for Deo Quahao. Badly needed for Letran.
Deo Quahao in the playoffs prior to this game, 7 for 27 from beyond the arc. Will this be the spark that ignites the flame that Letran needs? Our McCafe play of the quarter, McDonald's, love Koto. They are hoping that that will be a confidence restoring three for Deo Quahao.
And I'm sure every Letran hopeful nakahinga ng medyo malalim after that three-pointer of Deo Quahao.
Bola na kay Puno. Penny. Staying steady. Penny. Puno for 3. Even him. Jomel Puno joins the 3-point party.
What about Jomel Puno? Not usually your best three-pointer for San Beda, but making that three-pointer, and that's a big shot for Jomel Puno.
Omega susubok mula sa labas as time was winding down. The Red Lions are roaring to end the third. A huge third quarter for San Beda. Outscoring Letran 28-14 as we head to the fourth. The place to be on this Saturday, December 13, 2025. The Mecca of Philippine Sports, the Araneta Coliseum. Game number 2 here in the fights of NCAA Season 101. Antonio Rojas together with Renzo Navarro. And we also have Christine San Agustin and Flo Del Agua reporting from courtside for San Beda and Letran respectively. Estrada missing on his first shot to start the fourth. Ball goes back to Manalili.
And even Jimboy Estrada missing that shot that he usually makes. So ganun na yung struggle ng Letran.
Manalili missing from the outside. Sahonia has the ball.
And that's another stop for San Beda. That three-pointer by Manalili offline for him.
What a game for Brian Sahonia. 18 points to lead all Red Lions in scoring. Sahonia short. Roque with a rebound. Estrada, binalik kay Manalili. They're daring him to take that 3. Sahonia sagging on Manalili.
You're right, they're giving him too much space and really daring him to shoot that three-pointer because he hasn't made a three-pointer in this game. So yun talaga yung binibigay nila kay Titing Manalili.
And Manalili for the season is only shooting 14.9% from beyond the arc. He's only hit 7 threes all season long.
And I'm sure the whole San Beda squad is very well aware of that number from Titing Manalili. That's the reason why they're giving it to him.
Roque from the corner. Roque with another one.
But they should not definitely give this guy enough space to shoot that three-pointer because that's the 4th three-pointer of June Roque.
4 out of 8 from beyond the arc for the pro bound. June Roque. Puno found himself free and just unable to put it down.
That was a wide open jumper for Jomel Puno pero nag-fade away pa siya.
Omega. Tapeño spins. Sergio Etule is in for San Beda. Manalili. Manalili scores.
What a strong move for Titing Manalili. That was against Brian Sahonia, who's usually a great defender, but he was able to get that basket to go.
Manalili may be feeling some cramps now. He's stomping his left foot. Let's get an update first at courtside from Christine San Agustin.
Anton and Renzo, you would be surprised to know that the main thing that Coach Yuri Escueta reminded the Red Lions today is to do the things that require no talent. As explained by him, talent is everywhere. We know that they are all here because they are talented, but what will set them apart is their effort, their grit, and their determination. And that is something that, according to Coach Yuri, not even them can teach. And so this was further emphasized during the huddle by Coach Yuri by saying that this game will push them to the core, to its limits. But ang paalala niya, let it push you to the core and to its limits, because that will only make the championship sweeter. All for now, back to you guys.
That report was brought to you by Skechers Basketball. Comfort that performs. Already an NCAA champion coach, Coach Yuri Escueta, and also a champion assistant coach under Coach Tap Baldwin and Coach Jot Reyes, has all the tools to help lead San Beda back to the promised land.
And Nigel Gonzalez and Yuki Andrada is back in the ball game, so we'll see kung anong gagawin nila in this final quarter.
Puno missing for 3. Estrada. Letran has a window here. Estrada. Fade away. Jimboy Estrada.
And that's the shot we want to give for Jimboy Estrada. If you're Letran, talagang kailangan mo siyang paglaruin dyan sa mid-range na yan kasi dyan siya pinaka-effective.
Here come the Knights. Umaariba na ang mga Letranista. Gonzalez on the pull-up. Celso, offensive rebound. Celso, fouled.
What an offensive rebound for Celso, getting that against 3 Letran Knights.
Estrada grabs his own miss and sinks the fadeaway. Our McCafe play of the quarter, McDonald's Love Goto. Sahonia. Andrada binigay dito kay Gonzalez. Gonzalez looks up at the shot clock. 5 on the shot clock. Andrada for 3. You can! Again! And again! And again!
And that was way beyond that 3-point line. What about Yuki Andrada? And that's another assist for Nigel Gonzalez.
21. Can you do something for me? Yuki Andrada with 21 points to match his jersey number. That was the Centrum Advance moment of the quarter, brought to you by Multivitamins Plus Minerals Centrum Advance, complete from A to Z. Alagang di makukulang.
And after that big shot by Yuki Andrada, Anton, hindi mo man lang nakitang ngumiti. Alam mo na yung focus niya talaga on a high level and alam niya na hindi pa tapos itong laro na to.
Holding foul number 5, Celso. That's his fourth personal team foul number 3.
Titig Manalili on the bench, getting his left quad worked on. Estrada from the corner, in and out. Puno with a board.
And that's the 11th rebound of Jomel Puno. He's really the one controlling that board for San Beda.
Gonzalez. Gonzalez creating some space. Omega with a rebound.
Great defensive stop for Montesillo that time.
And that's going to be a foul on Brian Sahonia.
And that's the last foul to give for San Beda.
Pero mahirap talaga agawan itong si Jimboy Estrada. It's like he has the ball on a string.
And he's very shifty, talking about itong si Estrada, and very deceiving kasi pag tinignan mo siya sa mata, talagang malilito ka and pag sinundan mo naman yung bola, again, very shifty kasi itong si Jimboy Estrada can dribble the ball with his left and right hand.
Manalili on the floor along with Roque Estrada, Santos, and Guajao. Manalili's got shooters around him. Oh no! The Knights turned the ball over.
And June Roque was wide open for that short jumper. Hindi nga lang niya napansin. Hindi sanay na libre. Itong si June Roque.
Gonzalez breaks free. Nigel Gonzalez. It's a 10-point lead for San Beda.
Very simple. Just a burst of speed for Nigel Gonzalez. And as soon as he gathers that basketball, wala nang makakakuha niyan for Nigel Gonzalez.
Kevin Santos scores underneath.
And this guy has been very quiet. After that strong start, talking about Kevin Santos, medyo nawala rin yung production niya during that third quarter.
Santos against Estrada. Approaching the halfway point here in the fourth period. Gonzalez. Oh! Not a pick. So the ball will stay with San Beda. Let's check out our McCafe play of the quarter. McDonald's Love Goto. Nigel Gonzalez with some style points on that finish.
And I think that's the third time that he reached that painted area with just one dribble.
And Chomel Puno saves another possession for San Beda. Chomel Puno right now looking like the GOAT of offensive rebounding here in the NCAA.
Well, he's got 12 rebounds, talking about Jomel Puno. So he's really one of the reasons why they're up by 8 right now. He's giving his squad multiple possessions to score that basketball.
So that's 6 out of 11 for offensive rebounds. 6 offensive rebounds out of his 11 in total.
Shot clock violation.
Hey, this one is far from over. Still 4 minutes and 50 seconds to go.
Well, San Beda was already up by, I think, 12 earlier. Pero Letran made a run. It was down to at least 5 points. So alam natin, nababalik at babalik pa rin itong Letran.
Bola na kay Estrada. Crucial possession right here. Guahao shoots over Estacio. Sahonia diving for the loose ball. And that's a foul. And did you see Estacio? He was initially in the landing space of Deo. He decided to step back. A smart move by Estacio.
Yes, you have to commend itong si Penny Estacio kasi pwedeng masaktan si Deo Cuajao doon, especially with a jump shooter like Deo Cuajao who really jumps high with that jump shot. Medyo masasaktan siya doon.
And this is not a good sign for the Knights. Titing Manalili heading to the bench. So, maraming nakatutok ngayon. Legends, shout out to the mighty kid, Borgie Hermida. Tuned in right now as we go to Flo del Agua.
Salamat, Anton. And speaking of legends, walang bibitaw mga Letranista dahil yung isang legend nga na si Sir Kirby Raimundo patuloy na naniniwala at nakasuporta sa likod ng ating Letran Knights. Actually, just a few minutes ago, Sir Kirby told me he even had to miss a very important live event just to be present here in the finals at parati daw siyang pinasasalamatan ng players dahil grabe yung impact na meron kang back-to-back champion na gumagabay sa'yo. And so in the final minutes of this match, the Knights are not doing this hustle for themselves anymore. They are doing this for the people who refuse to give up on them. Back to you guys.
Ang laking bagay niyan to have a guy like Kirby Raimundo being a motivator and mentor, lalo na for a guy like Kevin Santos.
Oh, malaking bagay yan for Kevin Santos. I'm sure he's gonna learn a lot from him. And right beside Kuya Kirby Raimundo is Harold Santa Cruz, also a former Letran Knight.
somehow got that shot to go. Unbelievable.
Wow, Nigel Gonzalez. Oh my God.
That's the first oh my God from you all season, Renzo. Let's check out this Yakult instant replay para may tulong proteksyon. Yakult with 8B LCS in every bottle that may reach the intestines alive. LCS helps balance good and bad bacteria to improve digestion and boost immunity. Kaya drink Yakult every day. Panalo ka dyan.
The possession was going nowhere already. That was a bailout shot by Nigel Gonzalez, getting that ball to go off that bounce.
Bumubuhos ang biyaya para sa mga bedista. Estrada. Oh no. Estacio called for a flop there.
There was a slight nudge from Jimboy Estrada, but not enough for the referees to call a foul.
But our referee, Abdullah Marzouk Alhejaili, the guy who called the flop on John T. Miller, signaling for a flop on Estacio. Gonzalez to Puno. Puno fakes. Puno on a short pull-up. Doesn't drop. Bola na sa Letran. They're still breathing. They're still alive. They're still fighting. Guahao on the step back. Guahao! Siya ang inaantay ng mga Letranista. Lead is down to 4.
And that's the shot that they've been looking for. Talking about that three-pointer by Deo Guahao. And an offensive foul against Benny Estacio.
And it happened right in front of the San Beda bench. The pressure is mounting. Deo Guahao showing us that his confidence is still there. One of the deadliest shooters in the NCAA. And Estacio called for an offensive foul there.
And I'm telling you, Anton, itong si Deo Guahao is really used to these kinds of situations. Kaya kahit anong struggle niyan, makakakuha at makakakuha ng puntos yan.
Manalili is still on the bench. Santos breaking free. Santos is sorry miss at the rim. Roque with an offensive rebound.
You're right, that was a sorry miss. Point blank shot by Kevin Santos.
Ball is loose. Sahonia steals it away. Sahonia stole the ball. Gonzalez gets it to Estacio. Dangerous pass. Andrada gets it to Brian.
What a stop for San Beda, and that dive by Brian Sahonia. Imagine your best offensive guy in this game diving for those loose balls. That's really big for San Beda.
Sahonia, top of the key three.
Brian Sahonia the three.
As we enter the Mug Cafe last 2 minutes. McDonald's, love, Koto. Big baller, Brian Sahonia, with perhaps the biggest three of the game. The Letran Knights were breathing down the necks of the San Beda Red Lions. They managed to come to within 4. And then Brian Sahonia with all the confidence in the world, hits what could be the biggest shot of the finals over a member of the all-defensive team, the 6'6" Kevin Santos. Are you not entertained?
What about Brian Sajonia getting a three-pointer again right in front of Kevin Santos, who's a much bigger guy and a great defensive player for Letran.
A wild shot taken by Quahao, and from way out, Renzo.
And that's too early on the shot clock. I thought they were going to go for something good. But that was a quick shot coming from Deo Quahao and the Letran Knights.
Right now, Brian Sahonia's confidence is on another planet. 21 points for Sajonia, 21 points for Yukian Andrada. And what about Nigel Gonzalez? Scoreless in the first half, 12 points here in the second half.
You're right, you have to commend Nigel Gonzalez for coming out alive even after struggling during the first half. And what about Brian Sajonia? He's just such a big shot maker with the absence of John T. Miller again. No John T. Miller for Beda in this game, but Brian Sajonia and Yukian Andrada, those guys were able to carry that scoring load na iniwan ni John T. Miller in this game.
Ang pambato ng Lipa City, Batangas, Nigel Gonzalez gives Beda a 9-point lead with 1 minute and 51 seconds to go. Mananili is back on the floor. Quahao for 3. Puno with another rebound.
And that has been the story of the game. Mga early shot on the shot clock for Letran. Tapos yung defensive rebound talaga na-secure agad ni Jomel Puno. Kaya nakakuha ng maraming stop yung Beda.
Gonzalez sees daylight. Gonzalez! Buhat Barangay!
And Brian Sajonia is feeling it. He's talking to the Beda crowd right now. But what about Nigel Gonzalez just going strong to the hole?
That's not an ordinary SUV. Coach Yuri Escueta said, that's a Mustang! And Gonzalez completes the three-point play. Naaamoy na ng mga Bedista ang championship number 24. Timeout, Letran. Who's the best point guard in the NCAA? Nigel Gonzalez says, well, why not me? My coach says it's me. Tank build, Mustang. Ang barako ng Batangas. Lipa City stand-up. Nigel Gonzalez has taken over here in Game 2.
And Nigel Gonzalez showing us the reason why Coach Yuri said those nice words to him. Talagang pinapatunayan niya.
Wow, desperation 3, Gonzalez. You know, Nigel Gonzalez wants his second championship. Jomel Puno wants a second championship. Yukian Andrada wants another championship. This is the trio that was part of that season 99 championship squad. Puno, Gonzalez, and Andrada, and Coach Yuri Escueta has them on the floor.
And with the way they played in today's game, talagang pinakita nung tatlong yun sa atin lahat na talagang gusto nila makuha yung isa pang championship na yun.
Nigel Gonzalez still has 2 more years of eligibility in the NCAA. Still in his 3rd season, was a champion as a rookie. This was a guy who had to guard the rookie MVP, Clint Escamis, in his first finals experience.
2 more years for Nigel Gonzalez. Matagal-tagal pang paparada to sa NCAA scene.
Andrada with the rebound. Gets it to his point guard, Nigel Gonzalez. Nakatayo na ang mga Bedista. They're starting to celebrate.
And Anton, this is actually the first time that I saw an emotion on Yukian Andrada's face. He's been really laser focused the entire series, this entire playoff run by San Beda. Ngayon ko lang nakita na merong emosyon itong si Yukian Andrada.
Coach Yuri Escueta, moments away from his 2nd championship as an NCAA head coach.
Wow.
Everybody, lahat ng mga nakapula, lahat ng mga Bedista, up on their feet here at the Araneta Coliseum.
And what a time to be a San Beda fan. What a way for San Beda to get this championship for their team, bringing back that ground to Menjola.
Coach Yuri Escueta started his basketball journey as a member of the San Beda Red Cubs with the late great Anto Badolato. Won a championship under Coach Norman Black with Ateneo. Won championships an assistant with Coach Tab Baldwin and John Reyes, and now he's a 2-time NCAA champion coach. Championship number 24 for the greatest team in NCAA history, San Beda University. The Red Lions are the greatest of all time.